Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another H1Z1 episode, and today I've logged on and noticed the server had been reset, and there were some updates and things like that, and they had reset all the servers and wiped all the characters, wiped all the bases, so we're starting fresh. We got nothing again, although I don't think I had too much last episode to begin with anyway, but that's okay. So we're at D2, and we're about right about here. And I'm going to go check out the brand new, spanking new military base. And apparently it is at B4, so it's just south of the Governor's Road, probably about somewhere right here. And we were at D2, about right here. So we got to go a little bit southwest to check this out. However, I don't have a compass. So... Oh. Come on, wolf. Beat your ass. Yeah. Beat the shit out of that wolf. Alright. So anyway, I'm going to head down there, and I'm going to see what I can get, considering I have nothing, and if I die, not going to be too big of a deal. However, I am expecting to run into some resistance, because it's probably a pretty hot spot right now. I bet you everybody's probably checking it out, and I hear another wolf. And I hope another one doesn't come at me because I'll lose even more health. So, with all that said, let's pick up some blackberries for the road. And, okay, let's see where we're at. Also, there are military checkpoints. So I'm right here, right below the tunnel. And there's a military checkpoint over here. And there's also a big base somebody had made right next to it. And I don't know what spawns at these military checkpoints. To me, it kind of looks like nothing, really. But we're going to go check it out. Now, I would assume that something spawns next to these bases because of people making bases right next to them. At these checkpoints, rather, spawning at these... Because otherwise, I don't think they would make them all the way up here, because this is way, way, way out of the loop here. That's what we're gonna do. I also kind of want to get a little bit of scrap metal, not a metal sheet. I'd prefer scrap metal because I kind of want to make a improvised compass. Yeah, here we go. So we can take a little bit of this, and I think we can make a metal shard with the scrap metal. A metal bracket. Nope, that's not what I want. Ah, metal shard. There we are. I just had to do it twice. So we're going to make a metal shard. And then we're going to get rid of our other scrap metal because we're not going to be using it. And I have no idea where my metal shard went. Aha, here we go. It makes 4 metal shards, apparently. But I don't really need 4 of them. I think I just need 1. But anyway. Let's see if there's anything up inside of these Cool Beans towers here. But first and foremost, I gotta set me a little timer here. So that my videos don't run an inordinate amount of time and I get carried away with it. We're just going to go right around here, and we're going to try and climb this beast, and we're going to see if there's anything of value up here. And no, not really. I kind of didn't suspect so, because they're just like a tower, and I couldn't really expect this to have anything really in it. So I'm not really sure why people are making a base right here. Maybe they're making it because a lot of people are coming here just to check it out, and so they can get some free kills and take some free stuff, because I do love my free stuff, so I could see how other people would like their free stuff as well. Anything in here? Yeah, let's take a look real quick. The door's kind of blocking my way there. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, now we're going to head out, and we're going to go to that military base, and now that I know where my location is, I can actually sort of just run off this way a little bit and be in B4 sometime pretty soon. But we do have a somewhat long road ahead of us, so let's go ahead and craft up a bow. Oh, we don't have any discovery, so we actually have to do that ourselves now. And make a makeshift bow. Oh, and we also have to discover arrows as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no, we don't want to make another bow. Oops, silly me. I dropped that bow. That's my bad. So there we go. We got some arrows now. And let us also discover bandages. Of course, we already know bandages, so never mind. And we don't have enough cloth to make a satchel, I don't believe. No, 4 is not enough. We need 6. Alright, so we are off. I'm going to start heading towards this military base, and we're going to see if there's any good stuff for me to steal from it. I don't want this stick, because sticks take up way too much room. Takes up one of my inventory slots, and I want those. Although, really, I'm not going to be able to put anything in it now, but... Also, they added some fog. And apparently a little bit better graphics in terms of being wet. You kind of look a little different there. Or perhaps I just didn't know that, or didn't see it in the past, rather. So, either way. So we just got to head over to the B zone, and once we get into B, then we'll sort of know where we're exactly on the path. Moving, moving, moving. Running along through the woods. With my guy that can infinitely run. If I could run like this guy would, I would not drive. There's just no need. And if there's nobody, I'm not sure if I'm going to come across the governor's mansion or not running at this angle here. But if I do, I will check that out too. It's just a really, really big house in a compound all the way up here. And I'm not sure what's in it really. I'm sure just, you know, obviously random things. But if I come across it, I will search it. But if I don't, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go straight for the military base. See if we can find a gun or anything cool. I'll pick up a few extra sticks on my way there. Just so I have enough arrows, because you can never have enough sticks. You always run out at some point. In the worst situations where you're not even remotely near any sticks, like in a city or something, so might as well have a few. And I'm sure there will be... I'd like to imagine there's going to be another player there. Probably hostile as well. Okay, I'm in G3, so I'm all the way down here, so I'm getting pretty close. Now I'm in C3. So about here. So it looks like the governor's mansion would be, like, directly that way, above this hill. So when I get on top of that, I will take a look around. And if the governor's mansion isn't too far, I'll go ahead and take a look at it. I'm not even sure if I can scale this hill. That it's pretty steep. But we're about to find out. I guess so. Okay. Let's take a better look. Get up here. Well, I can see just about nothing, so let's keep it moving. And I see a platform way out there that obviously somebody was beginning the process of making a base and perhaps didn't complete it. So we're going to run that way. And we got a long way to go. I think that might be like the Governor's Mansion Road. I'm not really sure. And again, it's just like, I think it's just one big house. I haven't seen it in a long time. So I could go up there and receive absolutely nothing for the invested time. And since the military base came out, I wanted to check it out for myself and head over there. And like I said earlier, they also added checkpoints all over the roads outside of certain towns and on the edges of the map. But really, there's not much included in them. It's basically just a roadblock with a couple towers with the military missing. Which I really don't understand how the military fails in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, really, you could just get a platoon or a company of soldiers and you could do a lot of damage to a lot of zombies, really. I mean, hell, they go to war against intelligent humans with artillery and jets and bombs and successfully beat all that. So I think zombies would be the least of their problem. But whatever. I suppose supplies and logistics would come in would come into question there, but even still. I mean, if humans can battle it out at Stalingrad for over a year in negative 40 conditions, bombing each other back and forth to the point where people look like skeletons, I think we can handle some zombies. I really do. But then that wouldn't make for a very fun zombie game, would it? If there were no zombies, because the military destroyed them all. Okay, so I am in B4. However, B4 is a pretty big territory, so I think we should be coming across something interesting soon. However, it's a little bit foggy, so I don't have my maximum view distance. And I'm starting to see something come into view just barely over there, and it kind of reminds me of a military base. Yeah, I think I see a tower, and looks like barracks or something. So let's go this way. We're just going to halt up for just a second here. And I'm going to gain a little bit of stamina just from standing around. I don't want to be huffing and puffing down there and giving myself away or nothing. But eat a few blueberries. Blackberries, rather. Yes, this is definitely the military base. And hopefully it is not swarming with players. And that way I can take a good look at it here. Look at me scoot. Scoot, scoot. That's silly. Alright, we gotta find a way in here, though. This fence is pretty tall. If there's only one way in here, I figure you could get a few friends and stand around here long enough, and people would try to get in this gate, and you could get some very, very easy kills doing that. As you can see, like, it looks like there's only one way in, like the entrance, because the fence is just way too high to jump over. So if you and a few friends just simply stood near the entrance, people would just run in all the time here. And get blown away. Kind of got to do this Metal Gear Solid style, because I simply don't trust. Oh, and somebody actually built a base inside of the military base here. Let's check one of these towers real quick. I don't think there's anything up in these. No, it doesn't look like it. I'd imagine there could be like a rifle or something up there. But let's take a look in these barracks here. And there's some lockers to check. Oop. Nothing in that one. And I can rest in these beds as well, in the event of being tired. Unfortunately, so far, nothing good. Seems like soldiers would at least have something in their lockers. However, the rain is coming through the tent, so this is a pretty bad military tent. Might want to get this one checked out. What was that? 2 coffee. I don't need that. Alright. I got magically kicked out of the wall there. That's interesting. So there's lots and lots of lockers here. So I suppose it's worthwhile to at least check these, as I proved that there's at least something in the lockers, and it was coffee, which is unfortunate. I guess you mix coffee with like the purified water, which is, you know, obvious, and it gives you stamina if your stamina is low. And sometimes you have to drink coffee, and I'm not sure if the bug is ever going to come back, but there was a stamina bug for the longest time, and your stamina just would not regenerate, even if you stopped or laid down or had full health. Nothing. So what you would have to do is make coffee to give yourself stamina so you wouldn't be huffing and puffing like the entire time that you're playing the game. And absolutely nothing in these lockers, which is a little odd. And I'm assuming people are coming in here and wiping them out, but I'd figure that they'd respawn with something in them. Firearm or something. Lots and lots of nothing. So perhaps they just didn't really include too many items in the military base when they released it. Which seems a little silly to me. Yeah, it looks like somebody else has got a base in here, too. Either that or they just made 2 bases. And I can't seem to get in this one. And again, it's just lockers galore. I'd like to see some kind of command unit or like an armory of some sort. Because if a police station has more guns than a small military base, then there is a weird issue going on. And no wonder why they lost the zombie apocalypse, because they didn't bring any rifles with them. Sort of lost my train of words there. And I think I may have just heard a truck going by. Not really sure. Well, now I see why there's like nobody at the military base, because there's nothing in the military base. But we're going to search all this stuff just to find out. And I'm almost ready to just give up on these lockers. Because this is just a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, if you had a little bit of nothing, it'd be something. But this is just a whole bunch of nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. Yep. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just move on here. And they got tents and tents galore, but nothing in them. So really, just making a like a base in the military base, I think is just for fun. I think it's just to just because you can, you know, sort of thing. Because there's really nothing in here, and obviously, I don't think there's anybody in those bases. So it's not like somebody was just running around a few minutes ago taking all this stuff. Although I could be wrong, who knows? But I'm definitely not finding anything of value. The only thing I've found in here so far is 2 coffee. Alright, so we have some different ones now. Let's check out these chests. We have a hand-drawn map, which we already have one of those. Pleasant Valley area map. We will take that one, and we will drop our hand-drawn map. Our superior, but the military base isn't on there. Alright, so these chests actually have something in them so far. A map is more exciting than nothing. But that was it. So we're going to check out the rest of these. However, the time limit is up for this particular video, but I'm going to cut the feed here, and then I'm going to continue right here where I'm standing with another video, and I'm going to check out these boxes and the rest of the military base, so stay tuned for that. And so I will check all the rest of these boxes here and see what I can find, and I will see you guys next time.